Hello and welcome back to Let's Dig Up with part 2 of Dragondown Grotto. I'm Mike and I'm joined as always by our wonderful players Dom and Rob. To which I ask you the question we always do, which is what happened previously on D&D?
We were approached by a contractor, a man who was very interested in retrieving a number of dragon eggs from a mysterious site known as Dragondown Grotto. It was described as a nursery of these eggs, where maybe eggs from other places are being brought, perhaps. A nursery for dragon eggs of many kinds. And he offered us a pricely sum to recover as many as we can. And he also alluded to the fact that we would not be alone in doing this because there's a cult called the Talons of Tiamat at work there.
Yes. I will pause you. It was in the... Hang on, let me get the exact name. The Spawn Scale Nursery. Not
yes.
Dragondown Grotto.
Yes.
If that got mixed up somehow, I'll clarify. This is happening in the Spawn Scale Nursery.
I suspect it was us ignoring the words you actually said.
Yeah, with the title.
Using the words we assumed you were going to say.
Oh, so
He's going to say... I'll scroll. Dragondown Grotto, yes.
To us, you just go...
Oh, I'm so sorry. So we're not in Dragondown Grotto then at all.
No, you are in the Spawn Scale Nursery.
Okay.
I'm not sure that actually came up. I don't know if you actually asked for the name of it.
It
or
probably
if it came up
did.
once.
I think it may have been in your opening bit, perhaps. So,
and then I never mentioned it again. So
and we
it's
just
fine.
didn't listen. So anyway, yeah. Okay, cool.
Speaking of not listening, do you remember his name?
No. Yes. Targem Clem.
Targem Clem. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Anyway, sorry. Back to you.
Dom.
Yes. So we introduced our characters, which was Nimble Softfoot, who is a halfling warrior / master thrower.
Mm-hmm.
Daydak the Lurk, who is a rogue for a level / Lurk. He's a half elf, the bastard.
So I love that pause.
Yeah.
Daydak the Lurk, who was a Lurk.
He's a Lurk, and he's the bastard elf. The bastard elf.
The bastard elf.
That's right.
And they have what I would describe as conflicting accents that's making it very hard for both of us.
It's really difficult.
So just to clarify, Dom, you're West Country?
Yep, which is where Rob currently is, sort of. Close to, at least.
And where are you currently living, Dom?
In the north.
And Rob, what's your current accent?
Well, if you were going to base it on a real world accent, then it's like a northern accent, sure.
And where do you live?
In the fair vale of Cheltenham in the south, the sunny south.
Close to the West Country. So yes, there is confusion there, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, with some difficulty, we managed to eke out a little bit more money for the eggs from this Clem chap, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And we sort of left him there. I don't think we continued speaking to him much after that.
Yeah, he met you at the entrance to the canyon. He gave you directions and then left you there.
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
And then we went in, or down the stairs, rather. We didn't quite go in because Daydak the Lurk was highly suspicious of a couple of... Were they lion heads? No, it would have been dragon head statues, wouldn't they?
Dragon heads,
yeah. Yeah, there was a black one and a gold one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
and Daydak the Lurk was convinced that a trap was concealed within one of them at least, so was able to disable it. It was a powerful acid trap. Also suspected that the rug at the front might be some means of hiding a trap as well, so you'd run through to try and get out of the range of traps and then tumble through, but his paranoia seemed to be just enough and perhaps a little too much, because there wasn't a pit. But anyway, they wandered in, and they were sort of like kind of asking each other like what they're like, because they've never worked together. They both determined that they were quite sneaky, but Daydak decided to go first, and in his exploration past some terrifying, what he deemed at first to be dragon men, because we'd detected some tracks of reptilian nature, but we didn't really find out what they were until we saw them.
Yes.
Later come to be known as lizard folk, black scale lizard folk to be sure, a large cousin of that reptilian line. But we managed to hide from them, but then immediately, as Nimble rejoined Daydak, we then went into a chamber beyond just normal storage rooms and privies and the like, and we ended up stumbling into a chamber filled with the Talons of Tiamat. We just
Nimble, I believe, opened the door and went, "Phoom."
That's right, he opened the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
Following opening the door, he opened fire.
Oh my god! And I mean, fire is the word. It's not. It's purifying fire. Like,
yeah.
Anything that it touches is gone.
It was impressive as the machine gun was gatling away, and Daydak was
in over his head.
discovering he hadn't used all of his powers effectively, shall we say?
Yeah, that which is the force that is guiding Daydak's destiny was at fault there, not Daydak. That was me. But regardless, still found himself in a bit of a pickle because he got quite badly hurt in that fight. Managed to pull through, and then the raucous sounds of battle drew the leader.
One of the warriors escaped, didn't they?
Oh yeah, is that right?
Yes,
When
one
it was like,
ran
Get
out.
to work, you lazy
Oh yeah.
lizards.
Yeah, tried to get the mercenaries involved, to which he got annihilated in the back by the machine gun halfling.
That's right.
To which you then hid in the room, and that was preceded by a knock on the door.
Indeed, and
That's
the
it,
leader of the Black Scales
Slavag.
basically... Slavag, well written down.
Thank you.
Because they well
Yeah.
it's written down.
Yeah, I realised you wouldn't have remembered.
I don't know if it's right written down, but that's the rough sound. So
No, that's correct. Yeah.
He basically said that he had no love of the Talons of Tiamat. Couldn't give a shit about them. And as long as we promised to hear out the sort of leader of the not leader, but sage. Did he? I can't remember the exact
person
phrase.
who was like the
yeah,
Like
I can't-
the caretaker or whatever.
yeah, the caretaker,
might
the
say.
sanctuary, the
Of the
nurse.
sanctuary. Indeed.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would allow us to go unfettered.
Mm-hmm.
And so we agreed to that, thinking maybe we'd ignore that and deal with it later.
They all then immediately left.
Yeah, which was nice.
Which, and I know we said this at the end of the last set, is nice when these moments where you don't anticipate such actions could happen, you're able to channel and work on them. And especially in a module like this, where there's like by the way, in the finite chance the players manage to do this, this could happen. And that was one of those moments where it's like, oh, okay, that's quite nice to see that they're not going to attack because you've not injured any of their mercenaries. You've not given them any grief whatsoever. And, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it was very lucky. But sometimes luck is a powerful force. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it led our investigation across this echoing hall to the far side. We investigated a number of rooms that were empty, not quite as empty as the Pearl Tower from another module, but not much of interest until we heard the chanting of some strange cult-like verse, and
Talon priest.
A Talon priest, was uttering its horrible prayers to Tiamat, invoking her name, and wanting to redeem himself. Daydak threw himself into attacking the guy whilst he was surprised, and then proceeded to stun him as well, and everything was going great.
Until...
Oh, I remember now. I had forgotten. I was just like replaying it in my head. I was like, no, everything was fine. But it wasn't, was it? Nimble was confused. Is that the correct?
Yeah, he cast confusion on Nimble. And
Nimble proceeded to launch a couple of knives into the back of the Lurk.
Yeah.
Not quite a full attack, as we rolled to see exactly what sequence of things Nimble would do in his confusion.
Yes.
So Daydak just was badly hurt rather than mortally killed.
It's also safe to say that he too was confused. Because he was like, oh my god, like it was the most amount of damage I think the character has ever taken. Like in my mind, he's got this point, he's never been injured like that before, and then he found himself staggering into the darkness, like blood pouring from him, and thankfully he was able to get the last strike on the Talon priest, whom he took a nice bit of armor, +2 bit of armor, and a flaming heavy mace. For his taking. There was some heroism potions. I believe there was a ring of protection as well.
Yeah, amulet of natural armor +2.
That's right. I think Nimble had that one.
Some cure serious wounds potions, and a wand of hold person with 10 charges.
Yeah, I thought I had use magic device. I misread. I have disabled device. I just looked at my character sheet wrong.
I read one word that was relevant.
Yeah, I don't know if... I'm pretty sure, unless I must have missed it, but I don't think he does have use magic device as a skill.
As just a thing, if you have used psionic device, which you might have,
I do.
I'm happy... Okay, because we blur the lines with psionic resistance and spell resistance, and we just say it's the same thing, I'm happy to say essentially it's the same skill. Use psionic device and use magic device.
Well, in that case, I already have some points in that. I just thought, well, I'll randomly put some in just because I could then say, is this a psionic device later on?
Yeah, I mean...
It's like I have knowledge psionics. It's never going to come up, but you never know.
Because the minute I think we start making a distinction between magic and psionics, we have to do it for everything. Like spell resistance, psionic resistance, all of that. And quite frankly, I don't have the time for that. I don't know about you guys, so...
Oh, so henceforth we're saying that psionic resistance is also spell resistance. Sorry, Dom, to talk over you.
I think we've said that for a few characters in the past.
Okay, yeah, yeah. No, we have, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we have. Okay, cool. So, and then... We found some more eggs in another part of the hatchery, but there was a figure clad in draconic armor with a resplendent-looking weapons.
Yes. This is actually where I will jump in. You had found 4 dragon eggs in a chilled room. The floor was covered in ice, but you said you were going to come back there once you'd finished exploring. But. Jumping in here. Should have pulled you both over. This room is uncomfortably hot. heated by steam issuing from vents in the floor. Colourful clusters of dragon eggs lie atop beds of sand and straw. In the middle of the room stands an armoured kobold brandishing a flaming short sword. He stands in white dragonhide full plate with a white dragonhide heavy shield. This particular kobold shows no sign of the cringing, cowardly mannerisms of his brethren. I will wait a bit. He seems to be staring at you for the time being, seeing what you're doing. His short sword's there, a determination in his eyes and his shield, but he doesn't look like he's attacking.
Who are you then?
I'm
Meepo.
Meepo. Apologies, Rob. There's going to be a slight discrepancy between your voice and mine.
Well, what did you say? Sorry.
Meepo.
Ah.
Can you both make a spot check, please?
I can absolutely do my best. That's all we can do in these times, isn't it?
13.
13.
15.
You only see Meepo standing in the centre.
Yeah.
You do detect, as he starts talking to you, a bit of fear in his voice. Big folk come to nursery, eh? Things get worse for Meepo and the dragon eggs. Or what'd it take for you to leave us in peace?
Don't know about big folk, personally.
Oh.
Do you count me as big folk?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he points out in the direction where you just come from. And them.
Who's them?
Hobgoblins.
Oh, right. Well, there's no hobgoblins to worry about anymore.
What? You can see he relaxes slightly, but not completely. Huh?
Aye. We shit 'em! How do we say?
So slightly sharp, okay. Oh. Talon's gone?
Aye.
Yeah. They got in our way, didn't they, Daydak?
Daydak's eyes shift slightly and he says, aye, they got in your way.
Why are you here?
Well, have you heard of a man called Clem?
You can see Meepo immediately reacts. Clem evil! As he spits on the floor in disgust. He come to me and demand dragon eggs. I know what he want them for. He want to sacrifice dragon eggs to bring back Sagest Darkworld.
Say that name again.
Sagest Darkworld.
Who's that then?
The Dracolich.
Oh, bleeding heck.
We don't want none of that, do we?
Did you say a Dracolich?
That's not what he said he wanted them for. He said they were being misused.
Oh, that sorcerer lied.
Oh.
I
He's
raised
not a
them.
sorcerer.
He is. Him and his dragon.
He didn't have a dragon, did he, Daydak?
We
He
can't have
rides
missed it. We can't have missed it if he did.
He rides atop Blackbone.
Blackbone?
What's Blackbone?
A black dragon.
That's Blackbone.
Yeah, probably could have guessed that.
Evil one. Not one of mine.
Yours, you have dragons too.
He shifts. You can see his gaze shifts next to you, Daydak. He's like,
Just see dragon eggs.
that you can see now that he's mentioned it. One of the piles of sand kind of moves around a bit, and a very young black dragon sticks his head out of the sand. Just looks at the two of you.
Oh, fucking shite!
Gods.
You're just looking at you like, you know how Walter looks at you sometimes when you're trying to go up the stairs and then just hisses if you get closer. That little, very territorial cat. Splatterfang, not evil.
Splatterfang, do you call him?
He is not good, but he's not evil.
Give us, give us your words. Give us your words, won't you, kobolds? Eh? Give us your words. You won't tell your dragon friend to have a go at us, and we'll have a conversation. Eh? We'll have a conversation.
He kind of just does a couple of whistles, and Splatterfang, again, not taking his eyes off you at all, just moves back a bit into the corner. Just like,
all right.
Easy. Easy.
Now, this man that's hired us, he's asked us to recover the eggs. Do you know that?
no, but it doesn't surprise me.
What were the Talons doing here? If we thought they were guarding the place from stopping good folk coming in to rescue the eggs. See?
No, just poor timing.
Poor timing. Seems like that's destiny. That
We get lots of interest. Bahamut, Tiamat.
Oh yeah. I got a mace with her face on. And he'll brandish the flaming mace that he's taken from the priest.
You can see there's a slight reverence against the symbol, just like.
Yeah, because he's seeing, because he doesn't know that Meepo isn't one of these dragon worshippers or anything like that, so he's just saying, look, I've got something of yours right now.
Where's my brain? No allegiance. Just to dragons.
I suppose you don't have any choice, though.
How do you stop the bad people from coming in and stealing the eggs, then? If it's just you, those Talons of Tiamat aren't on your side, why didn't they just come in here and take what they want?
Sekkatrix?
Who's that?
She's the dragon in this canyon. Her domain.
Catcrick, you called it.
Sekkatrix. Sorry, Sekkatrix.
Sekkatrix.
Different drag. He's got so many dragons.
Catrix.
Oh, Sekkatrix. I thought it was like Sir, as in a knight. Sir
Sir
Catrix.
Catrix. No, it's because I'm still desperately trying to do no poor. Sekkatrix.
What sort of dragon is she?
Oh, nasty green one.
Green, okay.
Nasty. Not one of yours, then.
Yeah. But Tiamat, says with pride, respects me.
A god respects you.
You having a laugh?
I raise dragons.
You having a laugh?
I raise dragons.
Right.
Metallic and chromatic.
Ah, I see.
So Tiamat won't want me dead.
What about the other one? Bam.
Bahamut? Oh, he's nice.
He's nice, is he?
Boy, good guy.
Nice? I never heard a dragon called Nice. But plenty of tales in my time. But never heard no story about some nice dragon always burning some village. Or guarding some tower.
Mine are nice. As he points over at Splatterfang.
That remains
to be seen. Eh?
What would you have of us then? What was it? What was your name again?
Meepo.
Meepo. What would you have of us? We're here for coin, but we'll take a greater reward if it's offered. Especially if it's some trickster sorcerer that's fooled us into being here. It's almost like we should have seen it coming.
Should have done a sense motive check.
Meepo, still like kind of holding his sword out in one hand, his other hand, he lowers his shield and reaches to a pouch on his side.
Yeah, steady now, steady.
No. He pulls out from his pouch a map.
Ah.
What's that?
As he throws the map.
Perform a reflex saving throw.
You know what? I want to see, let's say, DC of 10, because it is just paper.
I don't know. Paper's unpredictable.
No, I will perform a reflex saving throw to see if I can throw it. 9! It just lands just a foot in front.
I'll get that then, shall I? The bloody tallest here, and I'm the one stooping down.
Sir, Sagas Darkwell, buried in Dragondown Grotto.
Oh, aye.
And where's that? Not here, then.
No.
Yeah, we thought that was here, funny enough.
You look at the
we've
map.
never heard it before.
Mm-hmm. You look at the map and you can see that a few nearby locations have been jotted down. The first, you can see your specific location, the Spawn Scale Nursery. You can see not too far from here a forest cliff layer that's been acknowledged. Further away, you can see one that's labelled the Dragon Graveyard. And then beyond that, the Dragondown Grotto. Sir Clem will go to the Dragondown Grotto to resurrect the Dragon Lich.
Oh.
But I am working on plan.
What plan's that?
At the other two places, the Forest Cliff Layer and the Dragon Graveyard, there are 2 eggs. Egg of Bahamut, egg of Tiamat.
Dragon God eggs. Bleeding egg.
He can summon Avatar.
Avatar?
Aspects of the Dragon Gods.
I know what an avatar is.
Oh, they don't like each other, but for a Dragon Lich or a sorcerer willing to resurrect one.
So you're saying we'll bring about an avatar to stop this Dragon Lich?
Or Clem powerful.
Who says we need an avatar? Voice.
You could go straight there. I'll give you money to help. You can take whatever is in Blackbone's.
Money, you say?
Blackbone's stash. Have that too.
Won't you be missing it?
What sort of stash?
Oh, I don't need money.
No, won't Blackbone be missing it?
Or you need to get rid of Blackbone.
You're gonna
fight-
piss in a dragon's ore that ain't even dead?
No, no. He fights with Clem. They
Oh,
both will kill you if you do leave.
where are they?
I see.
Bahamut's egg is a forest cliff lair.
Oh,
Tiamat's is the dragon graveyard.
I need to write this down.
Right.
I'll only forget.
So the egg of Bahamut is at the forest cliff lair. The egg of Tiamat is at the dragon graveyard. Both can summon an aspect of their appropriate deity, of which could help you in the fight to come. That's not to say you don't need to. You could, if you fancy, just go straight to...
Straight there without...
Without powering up.
But one problem.
Just one.
What's that?
Clem will be waiting.
Well, he doesn't know that we haven't got eggs to deliver him, does he?
Or if you leave without eggs, he'll be angry.
Oh, I've got
Got
an
anything that
idea.
looks like an egg?
Aye.
Either I show you back exit.
Okay.
Sit you on part. I don't know why I've gone slightly down.
You've gone
Slightly
slightly
down here now.
have.
Oh, it was gonna slightly
Zero from Bristol.
There. Back door. Take you to Forest Cliff Lair shortcut.
Interesting.
Sekkatrix stays there.
Is that a problem?
Angry dragon. Angry green dragon.
Green.
Right.
Or, instead of back door, I give you those. He points to a cluster of eggs here. Those stillborn. Bristles.
Oh,
Decoy. Then you head to one or the other.
alright. I say we trick the sorcerer and catch him when he's off guard.
Sounds good.
Then we don't have to
We
worry
each
about
take an
him.
egg.
Aye.
Aye.
Do be careful.
To be fair, we could take the empty eggs and then take the back door. And if he asks, just say that was the way we found out. And it's just a coincidence we're going to this Forest Cliff Lair place.
We'll buy you time.
Sneaky like.
If you go out back door, buy you time. He think you dead.
He might think we're dead.
Why can't we just kill him now?
You can try, but
He's very powerful, Daydak. We've been through this.
Oh,
He's got a dragon.
we can stab him when we're close. Listen, it was my stratagem that put me in a predicament last time, so I'll err on your side of caution there, Nimble.
What's a stratagem?
A stratagem is a plan, Nimble,
Oh, right.
I reckon.
So, your plan put you in trouble?
Aye.
Which one was... Why did it put you in trouble? It was...
You were with me. I ran in
I
and
know,
I
but I'm
got
trying to
battered.
You didn't get battered, did you?
Yeah, I did.
No. We haven't struggled in any fight yet. Me and you were a great team.
Daydak's gonna give Meepo a look like is Nimble taking the piss at the moment? But then realise that Meepo doesn't know, so he'll just be like, I'm just saying I'll follow your lead this time. You clearly have some smarts about you. I ain't too
I'm
bad.
full of smarts, me. Smartest around.
I mean, I am quite smart.
I'm not that smart.
Intelligence is actually my highest modifier, but he's intelligent in a different way. He's got like psionic smarts.
Yeah.
If you want to go out back door, then that's what we'll do.
I think it might be safest.
We'll take these eggs away and just say we left out back door. We had to run from our lives from this Meepo the Conqueror.
Cheer that, Meepo. You're a conqueror now.
Dragonlord.
Aye.
Sure.
You got anything to help us on our journey, Meepo, besides these decoy eggs?
He goes behind him and gets another bag off his back. Here. And he throws, heavier this time, so he throws a bag your way. It's a small pouch containing a whole bunch of gems, which, just to save you the moment, they come to 1,000 gold in total.
Let's have 500 each then.
Okay, that seems very equitable.
But I mean, he also... How to go down south there as well.
Are you going to go down south again, are you?
I know, go back home, I will. He looks and goes, seeing as talents go, and I will relocate in future, you have these two. And he gives you 3 potions of bull strength and 3 potions of cure serious wounds.
Whoa!
I've got 3 serious wounds at the moment, so...
Sorry, there were 3, were there?
3 potions of bull strength and 3 potions of cure serious wounds.
I don't have any cure serious anymore.
So
if you don't mind me having them, that'd be great, thank you.
Yeah.
3, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And bull strength as well.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just put those in shared for now?
Actually, I will take 1. I'll have 1 to potentially use if you don't mind, and then you can have the
Yeah,
other
we'll
2.
say we have 1 each, and then whoever
Yeah.
uses it will, at that point, say.
Restock, yeah.
Replenish, yes.
Give us that blade.
No.
No.
What about the armor?
No.
Or the shield?
No, it wouldn't fit. It's mine.
I reckon.
You ain't using it, are
We're
you?
about the same size, aren't we? Here, hand it over. Come on.
Come on.
Just for. We're putting our lives on the line for you. We could just take
you're
those
gonna
eggs
wait
and run
here.
our way, you know.
Could really do with some draconic armor right now. What with all the
He
dragons we'll be fighting.
He gestures again to here. Here, as he starts passing you 4 stillborn eggs.
Alright, let's have them then. Daydak will put them in a sack and throw them over his shoulder. I guess we'll have 2 each then. So we just have them to hand if we need to do any shenanigery.
Word of advice, no omelette. Not good.
Oh.
Good to know.
I won't ask how, you know. Alright, anything else, Meepo, before we go?
Let's go.
You're lucky I like you.
Meepo scuttles out, and heading to the fountain behind you, he twists the head, and a panel, the wall kind of moves back, revealing a secret passage. Good luck.
Why don't you come with us, eh? You could help us with this Sekkatrix fellow.
Alright, come with us, come with us.
Yeah, why not?
I got to look after all these.
We're only two of us.
It'll only be a few minutes, probably.
No.
It's adventurers, mate, for 4 people, Meepo, come on.
No, I have to look after all of these eggs.
Oh, bleeding Ecky's right.
And Splatterfang.
Where?
And Argent.
What about Krakrix? There's a dragon called Krakrix.
Prakix is
Don't say it.
grown up.
Oh, okay.
Grown up. Where has he gone?
I don't know.
Up north, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Or down south.
Or east or west.
He grew up,
Gotta be one of them.
no longer in my care.
Oh, okay. They grew up so
That's a
fast.
shame.
Mm-hmm. You now see a silver dragon popping its head out.
Hey,
In the northwest corner. Just like,
Alright, alright. We were just messing about
Easy.
the blade. I don't really
Don't
want
worry.
it. Perhaps Meepo will find it in the kindness of his heart to present us with further aid down the line.
once I have new home for eggs, I'll let you know.
Then you'll remember me as the bastard elf. Alright?
Okay.
And I'm the Arfling with the knife flinging. Yep. That's me.
Okay. He,
Thought of that. I thought it was quite clever.
It was
branding.
clever.
he,
Bastard elf thing, and I thought I could do that, but with Harfling.
Yeah.
And because I throw knives, I thought it would work really well.
He takes you to the entrance of the tunnel, and he uses his flaming short sword to light one of the torches. And you can see a row of torches just down the tunnel lights up. Are you going to head in that direction?
Let's go. Enough faffing about.
Aye.
Right.
Aye. You mosey on out of the spawn scale nursery. Stillborn eggs in hand, and the map as well that Meepo gave you. And you head towards the location of the first of the eggs, the egg of Bahamut. And the pathway out of the tunnel and the secret exit to the new location doesn't take you that long. Once you're outside, it only takes you a couple of hours from where you are to get to the forest cliff layer. And as you approach, you find yourself behind some bushes, ready to look upon what is ahead of you.
Could say we're lurking there.
For now.
Could you?
Oh
my god.
Oh god.
Crikey. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Bloody loads.
Are they all them trolls? Or
Ogres.
Ogres.
You see a shallow stream flows the length of the canyon where the layer is located. You can see that there's the stream plunges over a steep cliff into a waterfall. Through the trees ahead and the rushing stream, you see a ring of 10-foot tall standing stones and the craggy face of the cliff. You can also hear the roar of the waterfall. The air holds the scent of pine, and a light mist dampens your faces and clothes.
Bit moist here.
It is a bit moist, isn't it?
Do we see the giant ogres?
Oh, yes. Just about.
What do you say, Nimble? I reckon we take these out.
I don't think we've got much choice. I think if we're sure to be unlucky and they'll find us eventually, I reckon.
Bound to best to attack them when we got upper hand.
I reckon so, yeah. Well, you're all lurking. You can do your sneaking stuff, can't you?
I think I will. Only, I think I'll play it a little safer this time.
Oh, yeah? Have you got a different tactic to use?
Well, and he reaches over his back and draws a composite longbow. I've got a different weapon.
Oh. Didn't know you could shoot a bow.
I'm
all right. When I got
you would have had that very visibly on your back as well this whole time. I didn't know you could shoot a bow.
Well, I just thought you had it, you know? Some people just have things.
True.
So Daydak the Lurk is going to... he's going to hide in these bushes, I believe. He needs to be within 30 feet.
Yep.
To be effectively sneak attacking from range. So yeah, around there is perfect. Do you want to add, Nimble? And then I'll take shot.
Yeah, I'll come and hide with you. Let's do it. Right.
Okay, so overall...
Sorry, I'd muted myself there. You notice that the noise here is... It's very loud. You're able to almost struggle to hear each other at a whisper. So I'll tell you now, there's not going to be much listen checks that need to be rolled necessarily at the moment. Two burly ogres, though, are standing guard near you. And you can see a further off down the way. They wear hide armor made of crudely stitched dragon skins. In addition to a heavy great club, each ogre carries a blowing horn as well.
Okay. I still would like to make a hide check, because I want to hide. Let's go into bushes. 23.
17.
Not a very good number.
No.
He's trying to save his power points, to be honest with you, so perhaps not using the camouflage just yet.
The two there, in their kind of like looks around, don't see anything out of the ordinary.
He's gonna like give Nimble a look as if to like nod to say you're ready, or sort of shrug as if to ask any further preparation before the shot is taken.
Ting.
He'll nod and then and then take aim. The composite longbow is masterwork. It creaks pleasantly. Were you able to hear it over the thunderous falls? And he lets fly as he shoots at, hopefully, the flat-footed armor. I suppose it doesn't make a difference for an ogre, does it? Just try to shoot him. Oh, damn. I'm pretty sure I've written that down correctly. Composite longbows are only on a 20, right?
Pretty much every bow is a 20. Crossbows
Yeah.
are insane, but bows are 20.
Damn. Well, anyway, that slams into him, I hope.
It easily slams into him.
Okay, so that is going to be 1 d8 plus 1 plus 3d6. That is 19 points of piercing damage.
Nice. As that shot looses, I'll come to that in a second. Nimble.
Is it a full attack
Oh yeah, that's a good
option,
question.
or is it a single shooting opportunity?
Pretty much, I would guess it's a full round because you haven't moved. So
I'll do a second shot in that case.
Yes, that's what I
Good
was thinking.
thinking, Dom. Good thinking. It's been a while since we've been high enough level to have a second attack.
Yeah, been mucking around at level.
25.
easy hit.
Okay, so
Shouldn't that be +9?
fuck, I did it again. Sorry, I changed it on my main attack, but not on my ranged. That's my bad.
That's all right. But 24 would still be a hit.
Excellent, thank you. So that is, and another shot is loosed for 19 points of piercing damage. Shoom, shoom.
2 brutal shots into the side of the ogre. At the same time as Nimble.
Are ogres giants? Giant types?
I believe so. But let me just... Yeah.
I believe I get a bonus as a halfling against giants.
Yes.
I think
Yes,
it's
they
just
are.
one.
A full giant.
We're very good at fighting giants for some reason.
A big folk.
Yeah, the very big folk. Where is it? Does it actually say that, or have I made that up? I'm sure it's right. Maybe not.
It is. I know. I'm pretty sure.
Dwarves do.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's dwarves. Dwarves, halflings. Maybe not.
No, you don't get a base thing against giants. Dwarves do.
Yeah.
That might be where I'm thinking. Never mind, I don't need it anyway. Didn't really want it, so don't care. I'm gonna take 8 off the power throw as he flings a bloody load of knives. 30 possible critical.
Yes, confirm it.
Nope.
Are we going for the same one or the one next to him, by the way?
I can only hit the same one. I've
Cool.
only got 20 feet of range. 20 on the touch, flat-footed.
Oh, yes.
And final attack. 22. That's 3 hits, which is actually 6 hits, as we remember. That's not the right number. 76 points of damage.
So, just checking. It's good to know that actually it was a combined effort that took this one down.
That is
How
good
do
to
the
know.
2 of you defeat the
Come
ogre?
come on. Don't be like that. My arrows hit first. So bam, bam, slam him once, twice between the same shoulder blade, and he'll go, "Ugh," and he'll turn around, and then Dom can describe what he sees.
So, like, at the exact same points, but on the other side, he just gets 6 blades, like, and his arm just goes. And flops up, and he just spurts blood and collapses.
Oh.
Oh no! It's like a horror film.
And with that, I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Yes.
To roll initiative.
Let's roll initiative.
Let's bloody roll it.
Oh!
Ooh,
26.
That's not great. That's not ideal, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Oh, that is... Well, good for me, to an extent. Means I get to use and showcase them.
Gotta find us first.
Let me just...
Well, I think by attacking you do give up your hide, don't you, technically?
For a full attack as well. If you'd done one attack, you could have used your movement to re-hide. But...
Here.
Straight out of the bush.
I'm so small.
But you're right, Dom. Because you're in full attack, you had to reveal yourself to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's this one's go immediately seeing his ally has been dropped. And he lets out a roar. A deep, angry roar. As he sees his comrade has been brutally murdered. As he drops into a rage.
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
And then, difficult terrain, so...
He's got a class.
He does have a class. 5,
He's got a class.
10,
He's
15,
got a class.
25. That would take him in a diagonal to 30, 40, which means walking through the big bushes, he's just able...
You can move 40 feet.
Yep.
Barbarian.
Bleeding heck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course.
Oh my god.
Good of known.
Nimble, it's amazing how this creature seems to get taller and taller as he steps towards you, the closest figure. And then he comes down with this great club and just boom as he smashes down upon you. What is your armor class, please? You did a surprise round, so you're not flat-footed.
Yeah.
Yes.
23.
23. This has gone up because he's raging.
Oh no.
On a 30,
Plus
a
18.
large...
Oh my god.
A large, great club Nimble just literally collides with your entire body.
It's like getting hit by a wall.
Pretty much. As this, just reinforced with spikes and bits of metal on it, does a brutal 26 points of damage. As he hits you, he's like, "Roar!" As he screams in your face.
Oh dear.
Daydak.
So, if I can do a move action then, does that allow me to hide? Is that what you just said?
Yes. You're already open, so it might be a case you do one shot and then a hide. If that makes sense.
It does make sense. But it also... Okay. Daydak is going to use one of his Lurk augments. He is going to use the sneak attack augment, which just means that he's denying him his dexterity, catching him with a sneak attack just automatically.
The two of them. Or the deceptive strike.
Just the deceptive strike.
Cool.
Because I have to whittle them out across the day.
That you do.
So he will loose that then in that case. But he's only going to fire the one shot because then he intends to hide. So
yep.
That is 22 to hit.
An easy hit, especially on his reduced armor class because he's raging.
Excellent. So he does 23 points of piercing damage as the arrow flies, slams into the ogre, and then with hopefully a sonic flick of his cloak, is going to attempt to hide in the bushes. I hit plus.
Something seems to be wrong with the above roll. It failed verification.
38.
I'm not even going to roll that because none of my spot checks can beat that. So,
Gone.
You are an
Daydak,
invisible.
where did you go?
Don't
leave
worry,
me.
I'm not going to leave you. I promise. This is so I can get him again without having to spend it.
Don't
Yes.
leave me.
Excellent stuff. Nimble. As
Nimble.
Daydak unleashes a beautiful shot, which you can see the blood pouring from the creature, but in its rage, it just doesn't even notice. It's just doom, and it's still just advancing on you.
Gonna stumble backwards, try and get a bit of distance on it, and fling his knives.
Do you have a means of preventing attacks opportunity?
I do not have a means of preventing attacks of opportunity.
As you take a ranged attack, I do believe it provokes an attack of opportunity.
It will do if I'm in his threat range, yeah.
You are in his threat range.
Then,
He
yeah.
comes in with another swing.
Can he? Yes, he can, yeah. Because there are some things you can't do when you're in a rage, but I'm sure hitting something an extra time is probably one of them.
Hitting is one of the few things you can do, yes.
It's sort of like it's for that very purpose.
Again, the same roll of a 30.
Okay.
As you pull out your knives and you go to throw them, he swings his great club up for 24 points of damage.
Exactly the same. Yeah, it's like getting hit by a tree. You got 25 last time.
Very similar then. As, essentially a tree hits you and collides with your face.
I'll do the same as last time, where it's 8 off the attack. 30, possible, critical. 21 on his touch.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Possible critical.
This is retaliation.
27 on his touch.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, possible critical.
Oh my god.
17 on his touch.
How is that a 19, a 20, and a 20? That is beautiful. All three are criticals. Do you want to roll me a D100 3 times to see what happens? This is going to be brutal. I don't think I've seen this many criticals in one full attack.
3.
Standard.
59.
Critical multiplier plus 1.
55.
Critical multiplier plus 1.
And do you want me to double check the threats of the second blade, as it were?
Yes. What did we say?
Just that I'd roll it again.
Oh, confirm again for the second weapon.
Confirm
Yes.
again,
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
27. 17.
The only one that had the potential to fail there on the roll that wasn't a 1. Yes.
So that's 6 criticals. 2 of them are 2 of them are regular. 4 of them are +1.
No. Oh yeah, 4 of them are +1. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16.
And then 19,
22.
Yeah.
Roll the damage.
I think we're in the realms here of the ridiculous here. For
Yeah. My
let's
damage is +10, so it's already 220.
just roll it. Just roll it. Oh, I don't think we've ever had an attack at level 11 that has exceeded that. Oh
Wow. Oh my god.
Well, what's left of him? I don't need to.
I think the blades are just thrown so hard they just go straight through him. So there's like just 6 holes in him now, and just everything
holes?
just starts pouring out of him. Like organs start popping out of the holes, like blood, like stomach fluid, like a lung poking out, spitting blood.
Can we pin that, like, in the for the recording or something, just as a...
We'll make a note. I think we should start taking notes of, like, statistics. So, yeah, let's start that right now. I'm going to start a thing here.
I don't think in any... Well, certainly not in any other Let's Dig Up. I don't think in any of our recent games, have we ever exceeded that?
I don't think so.
I don't think we've ever done a triple critical.
No.
I think
and
maybe
I don't think
Rust's 7 Acres of Arrows would probably be around the same, but he was of a higher level, so...
He was of a higher level, but also his crit range was 20. Sorry, 19.
We're going to put the name...
But that was...
so 262, and then we'll put Nimble in the as the first entrant on the record table. Nimble, Lightfoot, and we're going to keep a record of that now. That's going to be
a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Honorary mentions for previous contenders can go to Rust, Carlos Ungerleider,
and Droskell
Hammerstone.
But yeah, anyway, please continue.
Honorary mentions. I'm just a little bit stunned. That's absolutely incredible. The puddle that was this ogre barbarian didn't even realise he was dead, but he is now. It was just...
I think it was the panic of being at 21 hit points and raging ogre barbarian like coming down on him like a ton of bricks. He just put something extra special into the...
Yeah, let's go with that. Meanwhile... On the opposite side, it's not going to take much for them, to hear their ally shouting.
They're not hearing anything over the waterfalls, Michael.
Okay, well, they get a spot check and a listen check. Where is my information for that?
I was going to say, they ain't hearing shit.
Nope. There's something... Oh, where are you? Nope. Okay, I'm obviously just missing the thing here. But they get a +6 on listen check, which means they have to roll a 20. So let's see what happens. If Dom can roll 3 20s in a row... No. Well, you'll be pleased to know then, these are...
Why are you rolling listen checks though? I thought you said doing spot checks as well. They might see.
Yeah, they could see.
I was just saying, because you're like, I'm going to roll it spot.
You're right.
I was like, well,
DC
you did say there
15.
was a big waterfall there, so...
Yes, DC 15. No.
So actually had a better chance of.
Yeah.
They are as there we go. As the 2 ogres drop in a awful mess. Daydak, I don't know how what your eyes are doing in the shrubbery here, but
it's like Daydak's looking at a his expression is like he's looking at like a demon of some kind. like he's never seen anything like that in his entire life. Such a fond, humble creature is capable of such immediate death.
You can probably hear Nimble go, "Whew, that was a close one."
And he'll just look at him like, Claws shave more, right? Look at him.
I'm going to have a potion of cure serious wounds because I'm in a bad way.
I'm sorry, Nimble. I didn't even think. Of course, he'd go for you if I hid.
It's almost as if Nimble is possessed by the spirit of Yondala herself.
Hey, where did you learn to do that then, eh?
Oh, well. When you're trying to make a bit of money as a young lad in the village, sometimes you do sort of acts or sort of chucking darts sort of board, and you win money in the pub, and then you think, oh, I'm quite good at that. So you start doing it as a sort of show, right? And then the circus comes to town, doesn't it? And they say, oh, you're quite good at that, aren't you? So they take you and you go and you join the circus for a bit and you chuck some knives about, and then you lose one of your fingers during the course of that. That's a story, let me tell you. And then this kind man, takes you under his wing, and eventually he gives you some gloves that let daggers just appear in your hands, and well, the rest's history, isn't it?
You're lucky you only lost one. And just a finger.
Oh, well, I did lose a toe as well once. Got a bit of a knack for it though, haven't I?
To say the very least.
Takes a lot of practice though. Hours and hours in the back garden with a kitchen knife, throwing it, trying to cut down an apple.
Hours and hours, and yet worlds would fall in moments to you, Nimble. Worlds
No, I don't
will
think
fall.
that's true.
Well, there are more of them. Let's, well, I could just watch if you want.
I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. They'll crush me if they see me, won't they?
Alright, well this time I'll draw their ire, and you'll just kill them all. I'm gonna go and try and lure them across the river.
I do have to be very close to them, I should say.
So do I.
The further away it is, the harder it is to hit.
I need to be within 30 feet. And then I'll lure them. You hide. Hide.
Okay. I'll add. Where should we go to? Just in this bit of shrubbery over here.
That's the plan. That's the spot.
Is that perfect just there? Just here, rather.
Daydak is going to make his way to that position now, I think. So if he's okay to sneak along behind the trees and then hide in range.
Do you want us to do another hide check?
Yes.
Yes. 13. Oh dear, that's not very good.
Did you add those dots there, Michael?
I did, yeah, just because it's easier to spot you.
I was just messing about this and I thought, oh, did I do that? But no, that's cool. He's in range and he's not in range, so it would have to be this one.
So what was your spot? Oh, your
Spot.
hide, sorry.
Spot or hide?
Sorry, hide.
I haven't rolled it yet. 29.
I don't think there's any issues with them trying to spot you, but they might be able to spot
They might
our
spot Nimble.
our young Nimble. Oh dear. Oh dear. They're looking around. And Daydak, you're completely invisible at this point. But both of them like, huh? As
Nimble says, I don't know if I've hidden very well, Daydak.
as the two of them both like they both start screaming as they spot you, Nimble. And that is initiative, please.
Who's there in cover?
Cover.
I see him. Do you see him?
Do any of you speak giant?
No.
Pretty much that's along the lines of what they're saying, but just in giant. 21, is that your initiative?
Yeah.
27 as Daydak the Lurk once again adds his intelligence modifier onto his into his initiative. Int onto init.
In the same order we were in before, just without the ogres at the top. Daydak, you can see they have both turned around now as they've clocked that the halfling is standing in the bushes. But they don't appear to have spotted you.
Perfect. He's going to let fly his shot first. He's only going to take one shot, however.
Yep.
For a 26.
Easy hit.
So that is going to do 1d8 plus 1 plus 3d6 points of damage, which is 20 points of piercing damage.
Oh, very nice.
Do you still go before them as well, Nimble? I missed that on the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nimble then the ogres.
How far do you need them in?
20 feet. So I'll probably wait until they get, like, I'll prepare an action of firing once they're within, if that's something I can do.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold my ground in that case, in which case I will make another attack against the guy this time with a +9 to my second attack. 15 on his flat-footed.
15 on his flat-footed is not enough.
Oh, well, denied dexterity, yeah. Well, he hasn't got it, has he? He's a big lump of a thing. No, never mind. Cool. Daydak will brace himself.
Yes, as that happens, the ogre you shot's like, hey! And then for a second, he's like, that's big for a halfling. And then clocks that Daydak, you are still standing. He's like, ah. But Nimble, what do you do?
Yeah, Nimble is going to wait until they are within range. He's going to hold the action until they're within 20 feet, if that's okay.
Yep.
And then fire. So he's going to be like, steady, steady, wait for it, wait for it.
20-foot radius, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see that blue glow?
I can, that's perfect.
That's just good for me to know, so which ones. I mean, they're both going to get in range eventually, but it's these ogres, and this one goes. It's easier if I don't do that. So 5, 15, 25, which would put him in range.
Whap.
And as you do that, he gets 35 as he gets into the river, but he may, if he survives, that's where he'll end up.
Okay, I'll power throw at him. The usual 16.
Yes.
13 on his touch.
His touch is 10, so just don't roll a 1.
Okay.
The last one we'll consider.
9.
Perfect! 9 is a miss. That's good for me.
Great. That's good news for him.
Mm-hmm.
And no criticals this time. However, 47 points of damage.
47 points of damage.
As As a hailstorm of daggers comes his way.
As he steps into the river, and just these 4 daggers, and then he immediately, seeing you, lets out another yell as he drops into a rage. And then he doesn't actually have enough motion to get out of the river because that's still difficult terrain, so he's stuck.
Flippin' Nora, kill him, Daydak, kill him!
But that puts him on that with his temporary HP. This one has already dropped into a rage. And...
It's his secret. It was always raging.
Well, so long as, you shoot them, they're going to reply. They're going to reciprocate in kind. As... 5... Oh. No, it would have been there. Thank you. So that's 15, 25, 35.
No.
Oh, Daydak. It's a bit of a stretch for him. But he can just get one hit on you. As with extended reach, he throws out his great club. Your armor class is
23.
23.
You can take it. Oh,
Possibly a critical.
oh no.
Say it, Nimble, don't say it!
It's just a hit.
It's just a hit, don't worry.
Oh, that could have been unpleasant.
Yes, it bloody could have. I clenched then. Goodness me.
For 20 points of damage. As he reaches out and boom. And it's like a tree has fallen in the woods and just landed atop you.
Somebody has bloody heard it.
Yeah, I was the only one standing there like a moron. Ow!
They can't move any closer, though. That is their turn. Daydak.
Okay, the strike slams into him and he's thrown backwards. But as he does, his bow is cast aside and from beneath his cloak there comes a sudden flame. A heavy flaming mace is in his hand.
Yes.
And he'll take a free 5-foot step and close the
You
distance.
cannot free 5-foot step through difficult terrain. Something I didn't clock earlier, but that's bushes and shrubbery. So you would have to take a 10-foot step through difficult terrain.
I actually have a thing for that, but I didn't declare it, and also that will prevent me from doing the other thing that I want to do. So, fair enough, I will then use a movement to close the distance. I am going to be using the ability once again to catch him with a sneak attack. I keep forgetting the name of it. The Deceptive
Strike.
Yeah, the Deceptive Strike.
With a heavy flaming mace.
Yeah, so it's just like zoom, like a flashbang. The fiery mace just appears in his hand, and he delivers it, hopefully, into the face of the ogre. 29 to hit.
Yes, an easy smack.
So a heavy mace is a D. I've just realised I haven't actually written down. I've got the fire damage, but not the actual mace damage.
I believe it's D8.
D8. I believe it's if it's heavy.
Yeah.
So D8 plus 1 plus.
Yes, it's D8.
3d6. I didn't say it. I was going to spend some points to increase the sneak attack damage as well.
That's you haven't rolled, so this would be the moment to spend it. I'll allow this once.
Yeah. Well, I
know you were going
I
to,
did allude to the fact that I was going to do something, so I will spend 4 points that adds an extra 2d6 sneak attack, so that's 5d6 points of damage.
66, one of which is fire.
I was going to roll that separate bit. Okay. Never mind.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can roll it separately, but
I won't. Barely any increase from when I was doing it normally. 23
Minimum.
points of damage, and some of that is fire damage. We'll say the two, the last one.
yeah.
2 points of fire damage.
And a minimum with the mace. That's so sad.
Million damage.
Million damage.
So move, swift, do the augment, and an attack. That's me.
Yeah, as you, with a flash, as you say, like a flashbang, this heavy flaming mace collides with, Nyoga's face as you're going for the eyes.
He jumped down
dazzle.
off the bank to
Yes.
try and smash him as he goes towards the river. Yeah.
Yes, very nice. As he's stunned for a second before he's about to retaliate. Nimble.
So I'm going to attack the one that's in combat with you to try and stop it from being able to get a full round of attack.
Ooh, sneaky.
Yeah. Because I'm not sure either of us can take a full round of attacks from an ogre. But I'll do each dagger independently if that's okay, in case it murders him.
Yeah, so you're doing the first two, then the second two, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
21 to hit.
Yeah. Yes. His touch is 8 when he's raging.
His touch is 8. Oh my god.
So it's only the third attack that's going to be a concern.
23 points of damage.
He's still standing.
Then... $22 points of damage.
He's still standing.
Oh my gosh. Come on. 8.
Oh, you meet but do not exceed the armor
Shit.
class. I'm afraid he is still
Sorry, Daydak.
standing. He's in single digits. Oh,
I tried to stop the...
if that last attack had hit, you would have got him, but you slow him down as he's being flashed, and then just as these knives vanish from him. It's the ogres. This one, kind of stepping on and around the standing stones. So that's 10, 20. Is going to go for an attack on you, Nimble. You notice, as he's partially standing on this circle, it seems to glow. And because of that, his weapon as well seems to be glowing slightly. What is your armor class?
23.
As he gets a +2 for standing in the sacred circle.
Oh my god.
Possibly a fumble.
Haha. Eat it.
Just a miss. Oh, as he's thrown off with this power that's suddenly filled. He's like, this raging ogre doesn't know what to do with it. This one, unfortunately, is just going for the easiest meat, I'm afraid. And Daydak.
Sweet.
As Daydak sees the club rise in preparation to smash him, he just holds 2 fingers up to his temple as a reaction, as an immediate action that he can take on an enemy's turn. He uses 4 psionic points to use mental barrier. He will give himself up a oh, I got really excited.
Is it will saves?
If you spend... Oh, no, that increases by 1. Okay, cool. So this gives me a deflection bonus of +4. If I spend an additional 4, I can then take it up to another point of AC and another and another and another. I am just going to leave it at +4, so making my armor class 27 to hit.
Yes, very nice. So 27, his first attack.
Yes.
He did roll a 2 to be there.
He was thrown off by the psionic energies that mustered in front of you. As his secondary attack, didn't come with a space. I'm afraid, though, that secondary attack, he shakes off that and then just batters straight through it. For 25 points of damage. As this time he shrugs through, dealing a hefty blow upon you. Daydak, another tree has fallen upon you, but crunch. And if this was a cartoon, you would have been buried somewhat each hit.
I think so. Yeah, he's just seeing a different world right now, but he is determined. How does this guy looks pretty bad, right?
The one in front of you, yeah, there's so much blood. I mean, his rage is possibly taking his mind away from him, but his body looks like one more cut would drop him.
It's worth using Deceptive Strike just to make sure I'm going at him with a lower armor class, I think. So I think it's worth spending it to take him out, hopefully. So we'll just use a standard Deceptive Strike to try and smash at him with his first attack. 26 to hit.
Easy hit.
And he'll go again, because why not?
For a regular.
21.
Another lovely hit.
Okay. Great. So that is going to be 2 D8 plus 2 plus 4d6. 3 for the sneak, 4 for the fire. Oh no, and then
2d6 for each hit. Well, a d6 for each hit, and the sneak attack. So 5d6.
So plus 5d6. Yes. Let's go.
Finish him.
Better. 29. Taking him well into the minus figures. What's the killing blow look like as you drop?
I think the ogre brings down the tree-like club and just smashes him completely. And then the stupid thing lifts up his club to go for another strike and is like, where's the target? Daydak is on the club and just springs from it into the side of the ogre's face. There is a flash as the fire mace just caves in the side of his skull and setting the creature on fire, like he rides it down onto the riverbank and it splashes into the water dead.
Nice. And you see as this creature drops down, the river now just sort of carries him onto the shallows just next to him as he's washed up there. An excellent killing blow there. Nimble. One down.
Am I able to take a 5-foot step, or would that be through difficult terrain?
That would be through difficult terrain. That would also be you leaving his threat range as not a 3, so he would get an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh, well, might as well not bother. And just,
either way, you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, might as well stay where I am.
We don't do difficult terrain much, but when it is there, it can be.
We should definitely try our best if we can. Yeah.
Oh, just wait till your game, Rob. Galaric's got some tricks there.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
This is why he's introduced it now, Rob.
Yeah. Just so you're aware. Yeah.
Just so you're aware.
We haven't been doing it, but maybe we should from now.
Maybe we should.
Maybe.
Anyway, he takes his attack of opportunity for 23.
Meets doesn't beats.
Not a good one. As you just, how is it? As are you dodging? Do you just drop under it?
I think he ducks to one side, jumps on top of the club, and then as he's running up it, just starts launching.
Sick.
There's fucking things. 15.
Yes, it's the last one we need to worry about unless you roll
19.
1. Yes.
That shouldn't be that much. It should be 19.
Yeah, 19 hits on his touch.
Go on.
Great. Go on then.
Well, I know your base damage, what we've got, so let's
stick it on the bill.
So that's 6 hits essentially.
Mm-hmm.
75 points of damage.
Into the minus 30s. How is it as you're running up the club, throwing these knives? What's the killing blow looking like?
I think the ogre's like sunk down like that, and there's now like roaring down his arm as Nimble runs up it, flinging like knives right into his face through his open mouth, and just brutalizes the thing's head with force knives.
And the creature drops to the floor, utterly defeated, as you have both dispatched the ogre patrols. And I think that's a lovely pace to take a break.
It's a darker version of Paw Patrol, Ogre Patrol.
Yes, the ogre patrol will regret coming across the Lurk and the machine gun. The halfling knifeling.
Halfling knifeling.
The halfling knifeling.
Nimble the knifeling.
Nimble the knifeling. Oh,
that's the name.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
Nimble the knifeling Softfoot.
We'll be right back. I haven't done the transition.
There we go.
There we go.
And we return to the entrance of the forest cliff layer. The ogre patrol lies defeated. Nimble, knifeling, Softfoot, and Daydak, the bastard elf, Lurk. What are the two of you going to do?
Let's have a shifty on their persons.
Yeah, let's also have a look at this stone circle. He started glowing when he stepped within it.
Did it?
Yeah, he almost hit me very hard. Luckily, the extra power confused him, and he missed.
I think I was too busy having my face smashed in to notice that, I'm afraid. And speaking of, he will be taking potions shortly. But he did say he'd search first, so that's what he'll do.
Yeah, so you find on all of their possessions, they all have a +1 great club.
I'll sneak attack with that then.
It's a large +1 great club, so quite a few minuses involved. They also have large javelins. There's 2 persons, 8 large javelins. Beyond that, though, not much. If you were to strip the hide that they're wearing, which is, again, looks like crudely stitched dragon skins, you could probably get a bit of money for it. It's beyond being able to re-cured into something more fitting, but you'd be able to sell dragon skin for a tidy sum.
All right. We'll have that then. So what do we call that? That's just
call it dragon hide armor.
Dragon hide armor.
Large dragon hide armor.
Okay. What do you make of that circle?
Looks like a stone circle. With some gardens in it.
While standing in it, you feel not so much invigorated, but you feel inspired. And you notice that when you conjure a knife, it has an extra glow about it. If you're standing in this circle, you get a +2 to your attack rolls. And your weapons are treated as magic.
Oh, bleeding heck.
Damage reduction.
Yeah, that would have been useful.
Aye.
You get the impression, though, well, you don't know, actually. You've stepped in. You've got. Oh, I feel. Okay.
Well, there appears to be a passage down there and above. So I reckon we take the road less trodden, perhaps? And he'll point to
Which way
this.
south?
Yeah, point this way to the lower section of the map. Unless you want to have a look at both and then judge from there.
Well, I think I can see something on that path already. Don't know about you.
Alright, let's go that way then.
Okay. Oh, you went the other way.
Okay, they split off.
Where did you go? I thought... Which way did you want to actually go?
He pointed further down, but let's go for the one where you said that you could see. So this one here, yeah?
So down.
Down, yeah.
There's something there, isn't there? You better be careful.
Yeah, you enter in and you can make out some creatures that seem to have a what looks like chains connected to them. There's broken stones strewn about the area, although deserted for the most part. You can see and hear these chains clanking on some of these creatures. I'd need a knowledge arcana check if you want to identify what they are.
Chains, do they look like they're built into them, the chains?
No, it's almost like a leash.
Okay, holding them there. Gotcha. Knowledge arcana.
I don't think I have that one.
I have it
have any
ticked with
knowledge.
my wisdom, so if that's what I was rolling last time.
Huh?
Knowledge arcana is a known skill of mine, but I know it, but I don't have any ranks in it. But I have my ability modifier.
Your intelligence.
Yeah, my intelligence.
Yeah, so that should be fine.
Okay.
DC 16.
17.
Whee!
You have heard stories of these eight-legged magical beasts. And you know these in the common tongue to be basilisks.
Oh, bleeding heck.
And you would imagine if you know them, you know one of their key
I know the stories. They be basilisks, Nimble. One look at you and you'll turn to stone.
Oh dear, I didn't want to turn to stone.
No.
That's no good at all.
Pardon me. We'll have to take them by surprise.
Could go the other way.
Could go the other way. Let's go check.
You take the long way, avoiding the deep water. As you make your way back and around.
Oh no, there's one there as
If you're
well.
going there, I will need a hide check.
Well, I got there first.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're faster.
Yep. 33.
Oh, I can't beat that. So
Daydak will go around the corner first, see them, immediately duck into cover, and because he went first, he'll warn Nimble to stop. And we'll peer around the corner and say, there are more of the bastards up there.
again, these look similar, as if they're chained. You can see long lengths of chain connecting them to bits in the floor.
Some crafty bastards chain them there as a means of protecting the pass. None may pass without the eyes of the basilisk falling upon them. And my accent became Scottish for a moment there.
Even further north. Right.
How do we get past them though?
I don't know.
Climb? Could climb up the bluff.
Aye, we could climb. Daydak's gonna look up to see, sort of to gauge how far we would have to climb.
This is a sort of like a cave entrance in.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a climb up and over. It's that's sort of the cave walls leading in.
I see.
Well,
Let's not climb then.
Try and use one of my powers. But that wouldn't help you.
Not very much.
Reckon you could kill him?
Reckon I could probably kill one.
They're not going anywhere, are they?
Okay. Shall I jump round the corner
Oh,
and
God.
just start...
So you're are you going into this square to be 20 feet?
Yeah, if you... Oh, yes, sorry, I hadn't quite worked out.
Yeah. So you take a 5-foot step and...
27.
Yes.
Possible critical. 21. And for the other knife, 16.
Yep.
And 11.
Is
Flat-footed touch.
a hit.
Sweet. So I need to roll for the critical. 40.
That's so I was like, yes, that's critical multiplier plus 1.
Okay, so that's so it was 1 hit, which is 2 normal hits. No, 4 normal hits. And then 8.
So 12.
Yeah. The maths is getting ridiculous.
It's too much.
There's 12 of them now. 143.
143. How do you immediately eviscerate, disintegrate, destroy, whatever you want to call it, this this basilisk?
Yeah, the first two like pin the feet to the floor, so it can't get out of the way of the second two, which are the criticals, and they just like sever the throat of the thing, and the last ones just stick in the sides
for good measure.
Yeah.
As that basilisk drops. Dunk. Oh, that's a big token. They were ill proportioned. I need you to roll for me initiative.
Initiative, you say?
9.
Aye. 24.
And a moment of deja vu. There we go. As the first basilisk drops. Daydak.
You're going when, Nimble? Or are you going before the basilisk?
Yeah.
Are you going to be all right to get back into hiding?
Do I need to hide?
Well, not hide, but take cover from its vision.
It does look like they have a bit of chain left on their leash.
Yeah, I should be able to move back, should I need to.
Daydak is going to delay his turn until after Nimble. So he'll delay till after Nimble.
Okay. You are within 30 feet. And unfortunately, it just happens within 30 feet on its turn, doesn't need to make it as an attack. It looks at you as it seems to start moving over.
What? I thought Nimble goes next.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought Nimble delayed. Please excuse me.
I delayed.
I got confused when you were both saying that. Nimble, my apologies. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to have to actually move to get it within range.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only do 2 attacks.
Yep.
Which is risky.
Yep.
Do the power throw as always. 30 possible critical.
Oh, God.
19 on its touch.
Is a hit.
And the other 16 on its touch.
Yes, that's hit. All hits. Confirm your roll. Sorry,
they were the confirmed.
Yes.
Confirm confirmations. 61.
I believe it's just critical multiplier. Oh, so close to getting something different. But it is critical multiplier +1.
Cool. And then the second hit, because that was actually only 1 hit. Yeah, it was only 1 hit with the confirmation, wasn't it?
24 was your initiative. So yes, 1 hit, confirm.
Oh, possibly another
Confirm
critical.
it.
24.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
What, both?
Yes. Roll me a
God.
D100.
46.
Critical multiplier +1.
So both critical multipliers +1. So that's 4 lots of 4 attacks. So I can't do the maths anymore, Michael.
16.
Is it 16?
You've got 4 attacks,
yes.
each doing ×4. It's 16, yes.
Oh my god. This is absurd.
It is absurd.
I won't do it again, Michael, don't worry.
No, keep doing
I stumbled into this one. 194.
And how do you destroy this one?
Daydak mentioned the eyes, I think, as the link into the how you get turned to stone by these things.
Mm-hmm.
So he just throws as many blades at the eyes as possible, and it's just like bullseye, 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 bullseye.
Nice.
4 daggers from the knifeling penetrate the skull of the beastie.
Very nice. Yeah, excellent stuff. We go to Daydak then.
Okay, well, he's gonna move then in that case. As he does, he's going to shout, "Do you see any?"
You don't see any more, but there are the other ones around the other side, so there could be more in here somewhere.
He runs around the corner then. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and sees the flash of one round the corner. Will he catch this one unawares? Because I hid and haven't come out of it yet, so...
Technically, yes.
So
But can you give me...
If it's technically yes, then great.
No, the sound of the waterfall. Actually, no, there is. It's easier to hear in here. Can you give me a move silently as well, please?
Okay. Yep, fair enough. Move silently. Let us go for it. That is 37 with a 19 on the die.
There's no point rolling. You are but air.
He's butt air. He's a fart.
He is a fart. No, we can't hear you at all.
I'm a fart on the wind.
You are shadow. You are nothing.
I'm going to lean round the wall and fire from cover.
Okay.
With the
So are you going to attack, or are you going to avert your gaze and attack?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to... avert my gaze and I'm going to attack.
Then he has it has a 20% concealment. So roll me a D100, and anything in the 1 to 20 is a miss.
68.
It shall potentially hit.
22. Denied. Dex.
Is a hit on his flat-footed.
Cool. So, that is going to be 1d8 plus 1 plus 3d6. 16 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, very nice. As the basilisk just takes that shot in its face. And I just need to check one thing. Oh, I see. Okay. It's the basilisk's turn. And I've realised I've put him on there as a large token when he should have been there in that corner. But that's fine. So he comes 5, 10 to there. As he's... you delayed, didn't you?
Me, yeah.
Yes. I need to update the initiative then. And he comes around and he's just going to attempt to bite you. He's not directly trying to make a...
Okay, that's 23 on the armor class.
23. Rolling. Rolling the dice.
Roll the bones, baby.
Oh, 26. That's a mighty roll from the basilisk. As it bites onto you, doing 10 points of damage. And with that, I need to do something. What was your move silently check, the Lurk? It was 30
something. You said you couldn't make it.
The basilisk can't make that.
Shit.
And that's okay. Anyway. Nimble. It's your turn. Unfortunately, you have started your turn and you haven't started it averting, which means I need you to make a fortitude save, as you are within its gaze. DC
for
13.
being turned to stone. Because
I'm-
that's what I do with
You're going to
saves,
roll.
baby.
You're going to roll 17.
16.
You are
Very
absolutely
close.
fine. Close, but fine. As you feel that gaze drawing you in, but you shake it off. What do you do?
So I think he feels the gaze sort of like almost hitting him, and he just ducks behind Daydak the Lurk to offset it, and then throws the knives in like a boomerang sort of way. So it curves around Daydak and hopefully hits the.
So cool.
So you're not averting your gaze for this?
No, because I want to kill it.
Fair enough.
15.
Is normal hit.
21.
Normal hit.
23, possibly a critical.
Confirm it.
15.
Is a critical.
You gotta have at least one. 15.
Standard critical. Times
So
3.
that. Oh, I needed to confirm both. Sorry. 11.
Yes is also a critical.
Great.
It touches them.
So that's 4 hits, 4 normal hits, and then 6 with the critical, so 10 total.
Mm-hmm.
$122 points of damage.
At almost minus 100. Almost. How does this one melt before you?
I think Daydak probably has a moment of like fear as that he can see Nimble's about to throw the knives again, and he's like in the same position he was last time.
Oh yeah.
And this time he puts some spin on it, and they just like, and just like they all hit the creature in the side as they curve around Daydak as he does the sort of bullet bending thing from. Is it Infamous?
Wanted.
Wanted. That's the
If
one.
you flick the gun when you pull the trigger, you'll
Yeah,
put
it will.
spin on the bullet. Shut up.
That's how physics works.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does.
And with that, that basilisk lies defeated.
Slain.
Taylor.
I know, Laura's shouting the dog.
Well done. I knew I could count on you to move
Yeah.
forward, knowing you'd have my back and not my back.
If you know what I mean. I've always got your back. I'd never leave you stranded.
Don't worry, Nimble. I think our fortunes have just changed for the better. Daydak points and can see the glimmer of something ahead.
Oh my god.
Let me approach,
get a bit closer.
nice
Nice and quiet, like.
Yeah.
I'll be sly. I'm gonna sneak
I
up.
need a move silently check off you, please.
You're gonna make me roll again.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny
Out
that,
of
isn't
combat.
it? Yeah, funny that. Always making me re-roll when I get in the 30s.
Just change of environment. You just left combat.
$30.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hide as well.
Where are you hiding?
I'm gonna move one more step. And
You're going to hide there.
well, there doesn't seem much point, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, he's just gonna press himself against the rock.
Nice. Give me a hide check.
31.
Nimble, are you staying there? Or are you moving as well?
Nimble will wait here until given the signal from the Lurk.
Investigating a sound, Daydak, you hear the sound of some heavy footsteps. Dunk, 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 dunk. Unfortunately, you don't have hide in plain sight, do you, or any ability like that?
I've rolled a hide check,
It's.
which I believe you've just opposed.
I did, but it's like, do you have any camouflage bonus or anything? Because it just feels really odd to be hiding against a wall like this without.
I guess you should have said that when I made the hide check. No, I don't. I don't. But I bet I have. I'm immensely good at hiding. That's kind of his thing. So maybe he's tucked into a little nook.
Tucked into the darkness. That's fine. However, I need both of you to make a will
I didn't see that.
save. Oh, I didn't see the imposing figure coming around the corner.
No.
Will save DC 20 off both of you.
DC 20.
That's 4 on the die, so 14 in total.
24.
Nimble.
Fear a new dragon. I think I get a +1 to that if it's to feature.
Oh, is it a
Frightful presence, a fear effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't think that counts actually. No, I don't have a bonus to fear.
It is a fear effect, I'm afraid. And Daydak, you are shaken for 17 rounds.
Okay.
You're -2 to Dom. What was it?
-2 to attack saves and checks.
There you go.
Essentially.
For almost 2 minutes, it depends what happens. The dragon appears around the corner. My pets lie dead. I hear you, but where are you?
What the fuck?
Nimble, are you doing anything to hide?
I guess the second that I would have heard that, I probably would be hiding, yes.
Go on then. 23 is my spot, so you want to make sure you can beat that on a hide check.
Okay. My hide is 9.
Oh, it's possible.
Pretty good roll. Nope. I'll put myself here to have hidden.
Yeah, as
So pretty clear view.
Yes. You think you're hidden, but it's like the top half of you, your face is hidden, but your legs are kind of showing underneath like a bit of an outcropping. I see feet. Humanoid feet. Why don't you show yourself,
Daydak.
Slayer?
Daydak, his hat, because he's shaken, so he's shaking a little bit. It's going to be like this. with a cure serious wounds potion, and like the top of it's like spilling out as he's like.
That's a good thought. I will take one as well.
Because he suddenly realised that he hasn't healed from any fight this session. so probably shit.
I thought you did after the ogres.
Didn't I said it, but I didn't roll the dice, did I, Michael? I never roll any dice, so I didn't take it. So I bloody am now. Cure serious wounds, please. That's 3, is it? 3d...
3d8 plus 15.
3d8 plus 15.
I'll also take one. I'll wait till you've rolled this so we don't get muddled.
There we go. So 32, which is excellent. Points of health back.
30.
So that is...
I guess Nimble will step out following that, having a sip of juice. And he'll say, now, I don't mean no harm. I'm just passing through.
Passing through in my domain. Why?
We heard that there was a bad, evil sorcerer who was going to hurt dragons. So I like to speak in the fourth person.
Daydak's like, I'm bottling another one and taking another potion. This one is a mod, so 2d8 plus 10.
Yes.
Perfect. Oh. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm just referring to me and my knives.
Do you want to give me a bluff check and I'll give you a sense motive?
Yeah, sure.
Me and my knives.
2.
So, 33 on sense motive. Where are they?
Right here. Ching!
No. The others.
Others? There aren't no others. Which is technically true.
I think, as he says, there aren't no others. I think the game's pretty much upright, and the dragon is green. We know that it's in support of the sorcerer, don't we? The green dragon. That's what.
Not in support of the sorcerer. Sekkatrix, this is their domain, but the bottom of the canyon. You know Sekkatrix has one of the eggs you're looking for.
Does it Nimble look like he's getting ready for a fight from Daydak's perspective?
I mean, he's just made knives appear in his hand, so
yeah, he's gonna act. I think he's whilst they have the ability to do so, he's going to fire a shot and then move to cover, hopefully.
Yep.
So he's going to loose from the composite longbow.
-2.
Thank you for reminding me. -2. Hopefully, surprised. 24.
Oh, flat-footed is 25.
Oh, we're dead. We're dead.
So that shot, it doesn't even miss. It just bounces off its scales.
Oh my god, I'm so screwed.
Are you then using your movement to
run?
Okay, you can do that. Nimble, are you doing anything with this motion as well, or?
Yeah, I will try and distract and go the other way.
No shots, so you're just moving.
I'm not in range, sadly, so.
In that case, I think you know what's coming. Let's roll initiatives.
Is initiative counts as shaken?
What's the shaken for again? Ability? Sorry, attack.
checks.
Checks and saves.
Initiative is technically a dexterity check, so unfortunately, yes.
$16 for Nimble.
12. And 20... Oh, no, it's your attack. Ooh. You're lucky. And Sekkatrix. Sekkatrix. I think it calls for the panic of dungeon collapse. Nimble this time, you're quick off the mark, and I mean, you see the danger in front of you. You saw Daydak's arrow bouncing off its hide. What are you going to do?
Nimble is going to combat roll forwards, and he just comes up, knives in both hands, chucks 4. We'll try the usual amount off them. I suspect he's going to be harder to hit. But, you know,
Touch attack,
17 on his touch, yep.
Is a hit.
28, possible critical.
Mm-hmm. Is a crit.
21 and 29. Fantastic. So 2 hits. 2... Well, we'll find out how many criticals.
Multiplier plus 1.
So 2 hits, 8 on the critical amounts.
Yeah.
Is 10.
10.
So that's 10d3 plus 100. 120.
Give me a moment. How many hits was it in total? 4?
4 hits, yeah, 4 different blades.
You notice the blades suffer from damage reduction as you've done that.
Yes, they would do, I suppose.
Yeah.
It being a dragon and all.
And the dragon just... She receives that sharp sting from those knives. Daydak, you've just seen Nimble has unleashed his bladed hell. What do you do?
Stick her quick, Daydak! Shouts Nimble.
Daydak is staring at the creature and knows that his output, his attacks, aren't really comparable to Nimble's just devastating power. So he knows that his skill is going to be better put to use elsewhere, not in the field of battle before us, but within the mind. He is going to stare at the dragon, and he is going to dwell on some terribly dark thoughts.
Right.
I'm so sorry, I'm bluffing whilst he does this. He focuses on some really terrible thoughts. Perhaps in his mind, for a moment, there's like a scene of him being bullied for his heritage. The first time that he was named a bastard and treated terribly for it. And he puts all of that negative feeling, all of that hatred into one focused thought. An urge, you might say. Daydak the Lurk is going to use his psionic power as a compulsion. Death urge. I'm going to plant a death urge impulse in the subject's unconscious. He needs to do a will save, and I know he's a dragon, or she's a dragon, so it'll probably be really good, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
A will save of 22, please.
Oh!
Oh, yes! Go on, the Lurk.
You plant a hidden death urge impulse in the subject's unconscious. On the subject's next turn, it looks for the quickest method to end its life and attempts to do so. The subject takes no other action on its turn except attempting to harm itself. If armed, the subject attacks itself as a full round. The attack automatically succeeds and deals damage as a critical hit. If unarmed, the subject moves to the adjacent to the nearest enemy and approaches an attack of opportunity upon its opponent and offering its opponent an opening. Right, okay. Well, I would argue it is armed, because it's a dragon.
Yes.
And it wants to kill itself, so it has to act in a way.
Can I pause you?
Yeah.
One thing. Is Death Urge subject to psionic resistance? Or any form of resistance? Spell resistance, psionic resistance.
Oh, power resistance, yes.
Then I need you to make a caster level check to seal the deal.
It always gets you.
You got me. Let me get me carried away. Describing it.
The setup for the table is a little different to how I set up my stats. So 19 is your caster level check. Oh.
Fuck you, Roll20.
You cement that in your mind, and then you pass it into the dragons. And the dragon, just for a moment, then there's almost like a burst of energy as the resistance from the dragon expels it out of its body. So close. And I will make a note of that just in case for future.
That was my action. I move.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there. That's fine.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, but for the purposes of viewing, I will return here.
Yep. It sees that you've gone around cover, but it knows its threat in front of it was the onslaught of knives. Nimble, I need you to make a reflex save, please. DC 22.
That's my best save, so I'm more likely to make this than the others. It's still a tough call. 30.
Do you have evasion?
I do have evasion.
Then what is it like as you completely avoid this massive cone of acid that shoots out?
I think it shoots and it goes low to begin with, and Nimble sort of jumps at the last second, catches his foot on the wall, and just jumps just out of range. Sort of a desperate bounce off the wall to attempt to remain not melting.
Yes. Yeah, that was its standard. And then... how much can it walk? I've got fly speed. Ah, there we go. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. 25.
Flees us.
Yes, for now. We're back to the top of the round. Nimble.
Well, I've got to see where it's gone, haven't I? Pop around the corner, 5 foot. 20. I don't think I can get in range of it, so I'm going to have to go to there. And then I can double move. So I'll just get to there. And he cries to Daydak. You think it's going for the other beasties? It's gonna release them, I reckon.
No!
And that's the end of my turn.
Excellent. Daydak the Lurk.
Did he really just bomb it all the way over there? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Daydak will... Actually, it's probably not smart for us to be next to each other. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Daydak's going to rush around here with his movement speed. He will spend a single power point. Zoom, and the active camo chameleon breaks out across him. He gets a +10 to his hide checks when he next will attempt to do so. He's moved.
Nice.
Chameleon is a standard action, so he isn't able to hide this turn, but he'll be ready next time he does want to.
Lovely.
That's his turn.
It is now Sekkatrix, who she moves around the corner, and you hear a as you hear the sound of almost like a chained brace being released. And well, I'm not surprised, as some creatures enter the end of the initiative. And they can move. Oh, I'm on several pages now. Oh, they're sluggish. 5, 10. Some creatures scuttle. So that's one. They can do double movement. As one creature essentially starts running in and down to where the sound was from earlier with Nimble. This one. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then this one runs in. 10, 15. Into that square there. We're back to the top of the round. Nimble.
Yep. I guess Nimble is going to hear the sound, turn around, and
I'm going to need you to make a fortitude saving throw, please. Daydak, you are out of range.
11.
Oh!
I mean, it was always going to happen eventually.
Oh! Nimble, you turn to see this basilisk charging around the corner, and then you feel your arms and your legs get heavy. You pull out a knife, but the knife seems to turn to stone in your hand. And what is the last thought that runs through your mind before you turn into stone?
Oh, it's one of them Baz.
Did you mean to stop there, Dom?
Yeah.
Good. Threw me off. As I need to look, but unless I'm Nimble. You are, for lack of a better description, I'm afraid you are a goner.
You're a goner.
As Nimble Stonefoot is petrified, knife in hand. Daydak, you've just seen that Nimble has now turned to stone. What do you do?
What does he do? He wants to yell out because he sees it happen. He watches like the stone effect crawl up Nimble until he's just petrified there, frozen in time. He hopes that there's something in the future maybe they can do, but he knows right now there's nothing he can do. So he will revert to his to his instincts, and he's gonna lurk away.
Look away.
It is his turn, right? You didn't just ask for my reaction. It's actually his turn.
It is your turn, yes.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to do a hide check, because now I have active camo. I can just bloody hide anywhere, alright? So my hide check is plus 28 now, giving me 40 to my hide check.
Let me just check. I can't beat that with a spot, so as far as that, you are completely invisible.
Like he just vanishes and becomes part of the background. And then we'll use his movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to move there. And he's obviously trying to keep his eye out for the dragon. I don't think... Oh! He does spot the dragon all the way down there. He has line of sight on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's his turn.
Okay, it's Sekkatrix's turn. Yes. It's easier if I just don't move them on the diagonal. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can get into here. And you notice something, Daydak, and you're making a point. I'm imagining it's only like a minor kind of peek in your eye to avoid the basilisk that's there. But for the sake of driving some narrative, you see there's this red blood-covered floor, and when Sekkatrix seems to stand upon it, it almost looks like there's a malign energy that seems to wrap around her. And you could almost start to see some of her wounds closing.
Jesus.
That's just for that. Meanwhile, you're lucky in that the basilisks can't see you. Just making sure they have no. I was going to say, do they have like blind sense or anything? No, they do not. This basilisk just moves into here. This just sort of moves into here. This one gets into here and is busy just sort of playing at Nimble's statue. We jump back around Daydak.
I don't think that Daydak has it in him to beat the dragon. How does the dragon look, even though it's being healed?
There's a fair amount of blood off it. If you were It's hard to say. I mean, give me a knowledge arcana, and if you beat 20, I'll give you a pretty accurate
19.
19. Approximately close to half.
And you did how much against him?
Like 120, I think it was.
There's no way I'm going to keep being able to hit him and hide unless I go Nova.
And you have to remember there was a damage reduction on some of his hits as well.
I only need the one. If I spare, I can't know because I have to do to the maximum of my level, can't I? So I can only spend the max. So I can't. Going Nova really isn't that insane right now.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, so I can't really put that much into it. I was hoping, if I put everything into it, then maybe I'll run a chance of hurting the creature. But if it can immediately heal itself, and it's already healed itself a bit, and it's only at half health, I don't think Daydak is going to have much of a chance to beat it. Like, he wants to make use of Nimble's damage against the creature, but I just don't think he has it in him to beat him, and he's already shaken by the presence of the dragon, so I'm afraid he is just going to have to do double movement. He's going to get out of there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to run off the map if I can.
As you run off the map, and at that moment then...
no.
I think I will have to say at that moment, until we figure out what Daydak's plan of attack is,
well, hang on. There's a scene there.
Sorry?
There's a scene potential there. There's like something that Daydak would want to do.
Yes. But I think that particular moment, I'm just going to pull focus to then. What would be going through Daydak's mind then?
It's not... Yeah, it's not me wrong. I'm not going to He'll just be running, and as he's running, Nimble's words will echo in his mind. One of the last things that Nimble said to Daydak was, "You're not going to turn your back on me now, are you?" You said that, right? Pretty sure you said you're not going to leave me behind.
Nimble said that. I think Nimble said he would have Daydak's back.
I think the important Daydak has remembered it though.
Along those lines, that was Nimble basically saying,
about having each other's backs.
I got you, man. And then that happened, and he's kind of ugh. So that is Daydak's intention, that if there was a feasible way, he would attempt to try and save Nimble some way, to try and learn how to reverse the effect. That might not be something you want to do going forward to explore this module, because that would be probably a deviation from the material. But that's what would run through his mind. We can decide whether we do that or not, but he personally would think that in his mind at some point he has to try and help Nimble because of that interaction, basically.
And there's I think, depending what Daydak wants to do in the next session, I think we can potentially explore that. It does mean that, Dom, we may need to bring you in as a backup character to then work towards getting Nimble back.
I've got a sort of idea of something that could be a useful backup that's very temporary, which I can discuss with you afterwards if you like.
Absolutely. There is also the option that if you build the character, they could essentially become an NPC within your party. Again, randomly rolled, and if we agree to it, like as a handover afterwards per se, then there is a potential there that then there's a party of 3 moving forward. Something to consider, but we'll talk about that afterwards. And I imagine Daydak has got that component running through him, but there's also the grander picture as well mentioned. But I kind of get Daydak's more on a personal level at this point. It's nimble or nothing.
Nothing.
That, and I mean, there's 2 reasons. That, definitely, but he's also a pragmatist, and he knows he's not going to be able to kill dragons.
Yeah.
Fucking Nimble can. So there's that as well. Like, to his character motivation, but also to him as the character who was before he met Nimble, which is a bit of a bastard, like who wants to get the job done, and that now means trying to recover Nimble. Now, like I say, it could be more fun to come at it with a new character because that's why we have these disposable characters away. But there's that option too that we can look out for, maybe to bring him back. Whatever.
Yes, I mean, we will talk about that afterwards, but as we do at the end of these sessions, we're going to go just thoughts on the session. I'm going to start with you, Dom, just because that was, an awful thing. And I'll go into a bit more detail on that in a moment. But yeah, thoughts on the session.
Yeah, I think it's continuing to be sort of a well put together adventure. I do find the save or die effects that these modules seem to enjoy using with abundance slightly irritating. And that was my own fault on this occasion, the second one, but I kind of felt like if there's a noise behind you, you look at the noise, don't you? It wasn't.
Can I just tell you something up front? I removed basilisks from this encounter. That's how many there are meant to. Yes, I removed.
There were
extra.
6.
Yeah, there was meant to be more.
Oh my god!
I removed extra basilisks because it was like, okay, 3 with 2 skillsy sort of sneaky characters, probably okay. And I imagine they'll probably do both. And yeah, when the dragon saw the gap, I mean, dragons aren't stupid.
It made perfect sense for the dragon to do that, though. I'm certainly not suggesting your actions were wrong by any sense.
But
it was a dead sneaky move, and the dragon has done that for obvious purposes, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. But I was looking at this, the amount there's meant to be 8, so there's meant to be like 4 per, and I was like, that's like with 3 you can just about funnel them. 4, there's a save each turn easily.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, I'm taking that down to drop the level of those by getting rid of 2, but still.
Even so, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's really intriguing. I'd like to know what was going on with the stone circle as well, like in terms of like why that's there. That's an interesting.
Well,
artifact.
I made the observation. Sorry, I know we're still on your thoughts, but as you brought up the stone circle, don't want to forget. I made the observation it was facing the waterfall, so I thought, maybe that's something to do with that, maybe because there's this big waterfall there. I'm like, maybe that can. I'm not sure.
There's a big waterfall there in between, and it's also in a line with whatever the fiery thing.
I will say it may look like fire, but it was meant to be blood. There's a lot of blood.
The magical effect of whatever that is.
Oh, okay, all right.
The waterfall, they're all in a line, aren't they?
Yes.
It's an interesting crossing of magical streams, potentially.
Crossing of streams.
Yeah, I enjoyed Meepo. That's my final thought, is that I love any reference to Meepo.
I enjoy Meepos. I was cursing earlier today because I was going, God damn it, Rob, now I need to try and do my best to emulate Meepo's voice. And I was like, it's the same Meepo. There can't be a different... It has to be the same Meepo.
It's the same Meepo. 100%.
I feel like Meepo is not a common name among...
but of the Meepos that are, dragon tamers, dragon lords, that sort of thing. So a good portion of my afternoon was spent practicing Meepo. And students walk us like, hello! And they were like, what are you doing? Because they're like, practicing Meepo. Anyway, Rob, thoughts on the sesh?
I agree with Dom that it continues to be intriguing. I set out thinking this was going to kind of be like a bit like White Plume Mountain in the sense that it's like the one location that we keep going back to. I like that we've been told, there's a few set areas that we're going to explore, which I quite like. So contained, but with a bit of change between the areas. So I thought, that's quite cool. Really love just being able to ambush enemies. That makes me think, we're kind of in a little bit of a sandboxy moment. You can imagine how that would be easily included in, like, traveling here would be part, if you were putting this in your campaign setting and coming across the ogres with the waterfall and stuff. That. So just really loved all that. Loved how it was portrayed. Loved. Did you do the map, Mike, or did you get the map from somewhere?
I remade them. So the maps that come with the module are quite dark and low res, so I just rebuilt them.
So you just rebuilt them, yeah. Well, they look lush.
Same design,
yeah,
but
really nice.
Yeah, they're great.
So I was enjoying that as well. And yeah, I kind of think, right, okay, so now we know that Nimble is going to be the damage output. That kind of to actually playing the game now. I feel like that was, it was almost like I don't have to feel like I need to keep nailing things with sneak attacks, so I started looking more at my power list, and there was a few things that I had lined up for that fight that I now haven't used, that I at least feel good about knowing I have in my back pocket when we inevitably come to face the dragon again. And yeah, I'm with you, Dom, like the, listen... it's us we're talking about, and you give us 4 rolls to make. If you imagine having to resist 4 of those basilisks in one go, for example, worst case scenario, you run into all of them at some point. Like, that's 4 die rolls that aren't low saves, really. Wait, what was it?
13? Let me just check.
Easily,
yeah, I mean, you're going to make it most of the time. But...
quite failable out of 4 rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal, and I think it's sort of meant to be, isn't it? I think this era of gameplay really was and always has sort of been meant to be a little brutal. It's just more brutal because there's only bloody 2 of us, right? We could have. Listen, petrification, it doesn't matter. We've all played D&D for a million years. I'm sure you won't begrudge us knowing there are ways that you can reverse that. Is it flesh to stone and something like that, or?
Well, it's a stone. It's a stone gaze that they have. Sorry, petrifying gaze.
Petrifying gaze. That's right. Yes. So it's petrified the effect.
Yeah. So it's turned to stone, and you can do stone to flesh.
That's it, stone to flesh, yeah.
Although your clothes will turn to flesh, which is
I think there's a spell called Break Enchantment.
There's 1 or 2 ways, isn't there? Wish, obviously, but that's silly powers.
So, Break Enchantment is a cleric spell. It's sort of... it can work... to an extent to remove the effect of a basilisk's well, at least this type of basilisk's petrifying gaze.
Damn, we just killed a cleric as well.
Then you've also got spells like heal, but the thing is, once you get to the level 13 upwards, you're going to have access to that repertoire of healing, either scrolls, potions, or the like. It's your sort of that borderline. It's a bit difficult to find that,
yeah,
but you are at a point that it's not completely out of reach. And I think the turn to stone aspect is it's a bugger in that it's one save only. It's not a save then a save. Like I know 5th edition now, it's you get 2 saves.
And it's like you have to concentrate them on something or whatever. Like it's not permanent. It's not an insta kill, basically.
Yeah. Whereas this is just one save, boom, you've been turned to stone. And yes, if you're aware of the situation, you can avert your gaze, or you can completely close your eyes and just do it blindfolded.
Oh my god!
But the only promising thing is that there is a fix for being turned back to out of petrification, but there's a you have to work to it.
And there's something included in the material that would make that something that we can explore as part of the module, or is it going to be a big deviation from us exploring the content of the module? Because that's what or can it just be that Daydak comes back and we'll talk about it. Sorry, I digress once again. I just want,
we'll talk about it, but there are options and things that are very much within feasible elements of the module. But
yeah, we'll have to talk about it.
Yes.
Okay, but no, that was all of my thoughts. Really, other than that, I just had a good time with the fights, even though he's not amazing. He's still fun to play as. He's a fun idea for a character, just in terms of execution. It hasn't been great, but my rolls haven't been great either. And if he got Death Urge on that dragon, we'd still be fighting it. I think we'd probably still be in the midst of the fight. So
I would imagine it wouldn't have been enough to kill it, but it was certainly...
No, but like it auto-critting itself, absolute more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with this edition, this era. There's a lot of save or dies, and I mean, when I saw 8 basilisks, I was thinking that's worrying. But like from my side of things, I like what, like, you know, the previous bit. I like the setup coming into this. It's not overly complicated. It's I'm giving you a mission in that regard, with Meepo going, I think you should do this.
Yeah, there was like no resistance to that whatsoever, because we were like, yeah, we're just gonna do what Meepo says, like whatever.
And
we listened to Meepo.
Yeah, we're just gonna listen to him. It's fine.
Yeah.
Didn't like that guy from the start. I did say, I was like,
yeah, but you didn't do any checks on him, which you. I was ready for it, but I was like, oh, okay. But I do like, even though it's quite methodical, I do like that the two of you are able to work on ambushes. You've got one, you're able to very much scour ahead and take that opening shot.
Lure them in, then Nimble just wastes them with a tidal wave of knives.
Yeah, and I think the tidal wave. We've got 7 acres of arrows and
262 was it? I've written it down.
Yeah, current leader on the Hall of Fame. But I really do like that we've got characters that can work on a sort of ambush. It's not like one of you is a heavy fighter and one of you has to be like, I wait for you to do your thing. It's like you can both be quite harmonious in that, and I do like that. And this module especially gives quite a lot of options for that, with the way these locations are worked.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially in the previous map and this map as well.
Yeah, this is more of a problem when we actually get into a fight. Then I'm like, oh, I've got to start burning into my means of getting the sneak attacks on them and stuff. So
yeah.
But there they are.
Yeah. On that concerning note, we will be exploring what's going to happen next for Daydak and Nimble. I don't think this is the last we've seen of either for the time being in this module. We will be back with another Dragondown Grotto very soon. We will be taking a bit of time off due to some work commitments. but we'll be back ASAP. And for those of you who haven't already, do give us a like, a follow. Please ring the bell so when we are back, you know we're back. And really, all that's left to say is, don't tell your mum. Oh, and bone them rolls.
But don't tell your mum.
But don't tell your mum. Bone them rolls.
And don't tell your mum.
And don't tell your mum.